what is a satire? It's basically raising your voice against something, against an injustice, or highlighting an issue in a humorous or ironic way. It is one of my favorite genres, and this film is a great example of it. Let's talk about it. Hello guys, I'm Nona. Today we're talking about the latest Malayalam film Nna Thaan Case Kodu, which means Sue Me, written and directed by Ratheesh Balakrishnan Poduval. The more absurd the situation is in a satire, the more effective it is. Because when you read the premise of the film, it feels like a joke. Like, how can be there a case like this? It makes no sense. But trust me, there are more weird cases going on in a real courts. That's the reality. And when that is played on the screen, it becomes funny. You don't have to add jokes. The situation itself becomes so funny and weird that it makes you laugh, it makes you amuse. And the film adds a lot of physical comedy also. Like all the characters, they are items. Just the way they look and behave, you just laugh out loud. And by the way, I did a whole live watch along of this film on my other channel, and the reaction highlights will be coming there soon. Take Rajeevan, he's an ex-con. He has been to court so many times that he understands law now. Devi, his love of his life, a strong, independent woman who only cares if he has kept his promise or not. The auto rickshaw guy, the only thing in his life that matters is a school teacher he's in love with. The magistrate, he keeps taking blood pressure medicines and keeps trying to get rid of the pigeons in the courtroom. The fresher police constable, who's so obedient that he wants to do everything by the law, by the rule book. The guy who just slaps a police inspector, the truck driver, the biker, all of them are such characters that we can have a spin-off of them. The film takes place over a long period of time, and I love the way how they divide that in chapters using the petrol price of that time. Brilliant. There's literally a scene of the police inspector dragging his bike to save petrol, and that's not even mentioned out loud. You have to notice these details, and they are throughout. Every time you watch this film, you'll find something new, something hidden. The film also used the character situation and their growth to show how time has passed. How Devi is pregnant, we see her bum growing through the film, and then she delivers a girl, and even she grows up. That's how long the case has been going on. It is the typical common man against the corrupt system, but there's more to it. This time, for a change, we have a man harassing the MLA and making him come to the court. But as the case goes on for a long time, even he is suffering. The film is also challenging our beliefs. Like, our main characters are not married and they are in a live-in relationship. That's not a term we associate with people living in a village or a small town. Our thinking that if a guy is convicted for robbery, for theft, he's a thief for throughout his life. He cannot change. The film raises the point, is everyone equal in the court of law? And the film also informs us how the law works. What are the formalities? The major chunk of the film becomes a procedural investigation. In a way, it's educating us also. And the depiction of the court and the police is very real. The humor is in the casualness of these places. A judge, a police inspector are also people. The magistrate is eating almonds while the case is going on. The police inspector is cutting his nails. They also have day-to-day things to do. We see how the people in power want to change the narrative. They want to build a case against him. First, they say he's a thief. He robbed the MLA's house. When they couldn't prove that, they said the road cannot be blamed. It's the people who were driving. It's their issue, their problem. They caused the accident. But when the fault came on the road, they said it's the contractor's fault. How can the minister be answerable? And it's so funny that the ones who are changing their stance again and again just to save themselves, isn't there something wrong with them? But no, the law only works on the evidence provided. You have to prove that the minister is at fault. And then come the badminton accident, which perfectly defines the situation. And at the end, it's all about self-respect. Just because he was there at the wrong moment, just because of his looks, he was considered a robber and beaten up. Because he's poor, he has to suffer all of it because of someone else's mistake. Is there no value of their life? The person from where it all started from, who fell in the pothole, no one even cared about him. He died and we wouldn't have even known if the case hadn't gone so long. And that is what the film is trying to say. We see, how such small, simple thing leads to all this chaos. And it comes back at the end, when ironically, a pothole which Rajeevan was fighting against saved his life at the end. But the thing is, he wouldn't be in this situation if not for a pothole. I liked, how the film organically slid in, how people die because of potholes. And no finger is raised on them for the accident. I definitely felt the length of the film, but it was important. It was necessary because that's the point they were making. That how such simple thing can go on for ages. Technically, the film was really good. The editing was really sharp. And there was this one moment where a rapid cut made the scene so hilarious, I just lost it. Comedy acting, very important for a movie like this. If the characters don't feel convincing, it just doesn't work. And everyone throughout the cast did a great job, especially Kunchacko Boban. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Until then, you can check out my reaction to the film here. If you like this, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.